to Hungry Root for sponsoring part of this video.
Hi, Papa. Hi. You want to hop in?
Where's Scooter? You can't start the vlog without Scooter.
She's probably hiding because she wants to start the vlog herself.
Oh, hi. You want to start the vlog? I feel like that's a really clear yes.
Yeah, Louis is getting impatient.
He wants to start the vlog? Okay, well, welcome to the vlog. Hello and welcome to the vlog. I am so stoked because it is almost time to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'm so excited to see this show, but I'm so curious to see what the changes are. How have they taken it down from a two-parter to one production? I got a lot of questions, but we'll definitely answer more of those later and talk about this new production. But hi, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Also, if you're new here, hi, my name is Kat. I really like musicals. Hey Louis, do you wanna be my personal stylist?
Later that same evening.
Louis, how should I wear this? Like a very faux baton moment, like literal case. Do you think I can style it as like a oversized, open sort of deal? And I don't have to wear the belt with it? He wouldn't know. I love this heat protectant. This is Not Your Mother's Tough Love Bonding Leave-In Protector. So good. And the bottle's so cute. Is also Not Your Mother's Volumizing Plump for Joy mousse. Musical theater pin curls, baby. You can take the girl out of the theater, but you can't take the pin curl out of the girl. Something like that. I miss doing shows. Can you guys see Louis? He's over here attacking a little mouse. Toy, not a real one. We got a little mouse. We got a little mouse. This is like Paranormal Activity. Just waiting to see. A vicious attack just off camera. Literally so Paranormal Activity. This is great. Blumhouse out here catching strays for no reason. Pin curls are done. Just eating a chunk of mozzarella. Life is good. I thought it was weird to just walk around and like eat a chunk of mozzarella at first, but then I realized, isn't that basically what a cheese stick is? It's just like an oblong cheese stick, you know? And this is like fresh mozzarella, so this is really good. Comment down below, what's your favorite cheese? My favorite's Gouda.
My favorite's Gouda.
I mean, it's not, but what is my favorite cheese? God, I love so many. Brie, Irish, goat cheese. I don't know if I've met a cheese I didn't like. Let me actually put it that way.
I don't know if I've met a cheese I didn't like.
Who says that? When did I turn into a suburban mom? Sorry, Mom. Now my mom's catching strays.
It's just like me. No!
Looking camper right in the eye. This is NYX lip pencil in the shade Ever. Good one. I like it. Brand new. I still have the plastic on it.
I'm a fan.
Thank you. Back into traffic we go. Ticket to choir, go get in there. Really hope I don't trip. I'm wearing really thin heels and I usually don't do that, so here we go.
1 and 2, door number 3.
Okay, thank you. And then the show started.
People always look when you three are together.
Hogwarts will be the making of you, Albus. I promise you there is nothing to be frightened of there. You're Albus Potter, and I'm Scorpius Malfoy. Our parents didn't get on.
You do not want to do this.
Yes, I do.
I'm nothing like my dad. You're better. You're my best friend, Albus.
A mistake has been made. We're going to use a time turner to save Cedric Diggory. Our journey has only just begun.
Intermission update. I went to go take a picture and they got me with the BTS camera, so there's definitely just footage of me taking a selfie. What do you think so far?
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, but I'm pretty blown away and very much impressed with everything.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't wait to talk about it. Photos on every opening night.
Mobile phones and turn on their flashlights in the background. You will create a starscape between the light and the darkness. And I believe we've got a photographer. So on the count of 3, everybody say Wizzo. 1, 2, 3. Wizzo! One more. 1, 2, 3, Wizard. Thank you all so much. Have a great night.
Got separated from Tim, but I smell hot dogs and I found Tim.
Oh my god, hot dogs.
Hi friends, it is now several days later. Let me catch you up to speed. Tim won bingo! We went to Hamburger Mary's to do drag queen bingo as a fundraiser for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. It was a great time, ton of fun, great cause, and Tim won the first round of bingo.
Les Miserables.
So he got to do a lap around the restaurant and everybody threw their cards at him, which was great.
That's right. What she said. Wad up your bingo card, Tim. I want you to run all the way around, come down this aisle, go that way, and come back up.
We also won a complimentary wine tasting, so I guess I'm putting a wine tasting together now? Bingo bazongo, a bingo.
Bingo bango.
A bingo bongo, a bingo bazongo. Congrats on winning bingo.
Yeah, congrats on your bazongo.
It's so true, thank you. I was waiting for someone to congratulate me on the bazinga bazongo. So that was immensely fun. I had never been to drag queen bingo and we had a blast. Oh, we celebrated National Margarita Day with our friends at Lost Explorer Tequila. And of course, we saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which, let's talk about it. But first, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Folks, it's time to get tasty because today we're talking about Hungryroot. Hungryroot is the easiest way to shop for groceries and eat healthy. It's an online grocery service that shops for you, helps you meal plan, and delivers healthy, delicious ingredients right to your doorstep. And it is genuinely one of my favorite things. I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to eat, but my beef, pun intended, is with the supermarket. It's the planning and shopping intentionally that takes so much time, and Hungryroot completely eliminates that problem. You can order individual groceries and ingredients or order whole recipes. Based on your orders, Hungryroot will learn your preferences and make personalized recommendations for recipes that you're guaranteed to love. And with over 15,000 recipes being available each week, there's a whole lot to love. You can also easily filter specific nutrition preferences like vegetarian, dairy-free, gluten-free, and they've got something for the whole family. Snacks, smoothies, little sweet treats, ready-to-go salad kits, and there's no high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, or preservatives in any of Hungryroot's food. And they source high quality, hormone-free meat and seafood. So if you've always wanted to try Hungryroot, now is the time. You can take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Scan the QR code, click the link below, or go to hungryroot.com and use code CATSTEELE. That's 40% off your first box, plus a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code CATSTEELE. Thanks to Hungryroot for sponsoring this segment, and thank you guys for checking out our sponsors. And now, back to the video. Okay, so overall, I'll say I really enjoyed the show. Like, overall takeaway is a big thumbs up, positive review. I'll try my best not to spoil anything, but we might veer into spoiler territory, and if that happens, I'll turn the screen black and white so that you know to mute it if you want to be completely surprised. The special effects are still as good as ever. Wow, this show, I frequently tell people, is worth it just for the special effects and the magic alone. Right, Louis? If you saw the original production, you won't feel like you're missing out. There were only, I think, 2 effects that I noticed that got cut. Scooter is clearly very upset about it. That's why she's walking away. And I don't even know if these effects were done everywhere or just for the San Francisco sit-down production, which is where I saw parts 1 and 2 pre-COVID.
Oh yeah.
Where do you see yourself within your characters the most? So, mini spoiler if you saw the show prior to COVID, the Dementors do not drop above the audience, and the theater is not filled with writing on the walls. I'm trying to keep it vague on purpose, but if you know, you know. And again, I don't even know if those effects are always done or if that was just for the San Francisco production, because they did an incredible remodel. Like, they rebuilt that theater from the ground up to have it house Harry Potter. They had a bunch of like extras, so I'm not sure if that was even part of the regular production. They even put in Hogwarts themed carpet. You know, it's funny because the crazy special effects, like the craziest out there in the show, are very, very cool. It's very exciting to see like the Harry Potter magic come to life. But there are so many special effects that are so simple and those are the coolest. Fire is awesome, but a well-timed quick change actually feels like magic. I think a lot of the big spectacle from this show definitely gets talked about and remembered, but I think there are so many smaller moments that really just brought a smile to my face and really made me feel like I was reading the books again. Because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. Like, especially growing up, I was a really big fan. I had a dog tag necklace that said number 12 Grimmauld Place that I would wear a lot with my Crocs. So you could say I was pretty popular. I was not. So the length. Let's talk about the length.
That's what she said!
That was my big question, because if you don't know, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was originally written as a 2-part production, as in you'd see part 1 in the morning and then go about your day and then come back to the theater and see part 2 at night. After COVID, they got rid of that concept and they streamlined that 2-part production into 1 performance. So that's what we saw, was that 1 performance. And that's the new version of the show. The positive, when I told people that it used to be a 2-parter, they lost their mind. Like, people were shocked and aghast at the concept of like a double feature at the theater, which I get, that is a lot of theater, but sounds great to me. That's how I'd always do it whenever I'd visit New York, because I live in Los Angeles, so whenever you go to New York, you try to cram in as many shows as possible. But streamlining the show from 2 separate productions into 1 show definitely, I think, makes sense for the audience. So it's less of a commitment and definitely gets more people in the door. But of course, the downside is you don't have that material anymore. And I think the biggest problem from that is that you lose a lot of character development. You lose character development on all fronts, but especially when it comes to Scorpius and Albus's relationship and Harry, like him and his character arc. It's all still really great, but it's a much more surface level understanding because you just don't spend as much time with the characters. And it's funny because I started to even resent moments that I loved in the original production. For example, I'll say what I call the staircase ballet. I love it. I think it's so cool. I think it's beautiful. I think it adds a lot of layers. But during this specific performance, I was almost like resenting it and annoyed by it, and I was like waiting for it to finish so I could get to more character dialogue. Because I was so cognizant of the fact that I only had a limited amount of time with this story, I wanted things to progress. I wanted to spend more time with the characters rather than watching staircases move. It was like that SNL bit during Game of Thrones where they're like, come on, we're doing the most mundane things. Can't we wrap this up and get on to the good stuff? Yeah, knowing that they cut literally half the material and runtime definitely had me stressed. And because they literally cut half the material, it kind of starts to feel like a highlight reel or like the best of moments of the show, because that is quite literally what it is. It's all of the best moments of both shows fit into 1. You don't like lead up to a big emotional payoff. A lot of stuff just keeps happening, which is great and fun, but again, it feels very different than the original. Like, the emotional payoff is much different. For instance, the biggest thing that I noticed they cut, the entirety of Harry's flashbacks to his childhood, and you lose out so much of Harry's character development because of it. Of course, the audience is probably very familiar with Harry's story and they're able to fill in the blanks for themselves, but showing those childhood flashbacks, I feel, added so much context to the healing and to the character arc that they wanted to show Harry growing up and becoming a father. His character growth is still very nice, but it doesn't feel quite as earned. Like, I remember weeping at that final scene with them in the original production. That reconciliation felt so heartfelt and so monumental. Like, that's what you were waiting for this whole time. And because there wasn't that build up to it, it was like, oh, that's a nice resolution. That's a nice moment for a family. Rather than me like ugly crying with mascara like streaming down my face. So all that being said, I thought it was a great time. I loved it. Tim loved it. And that's the big thing that I'd really focus on, and I think that's my takeaway. If you saw the original production and you're wondering whether or not to go see it again, I vote yes, especially if you have a loved one who wants to see the show and didn't get a chance to see it beforehand. They'll have an absolute blast, and the material is still so good that you'll have a great time too. You won't feel cheated or like you're missing out on the OG. I highly recommend checking out Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on tour. I'll leave their info down below so that you can check them out. Hopefully they're coming to a city near you. I know that Cursed Child is playing here in Los Angeles, I think through June, so go check them out at the Pantages Theater. Theater. Again, thank you to the Pantages for inviting us to opening night. I love celebrating opening nights with them. It's so fun. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Join the musical theater internet cult. Yes, we're a cult. Don't worry about it. Also, be sure to check out today's sponsor, Hungry Root. Click that link down below or use code Steele to get 40% off your first box plus free gifts for life. I hope you're having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.